If you've ever finished a dual form application, popped the form off, and found a sticky, uncured mess flooding the cuticles, you know that sinking feeling. It ruins the entire set, compromises the seal, and it's a nightmare to clean up. For many artists, the culprit isn't just the technique, it's the product itself, a runny, unpredictable builder gel that just won't stay where you put it. Today we're doing a deep dive into a system that completely eliminates that problem. I'm going to show you step by step how a building gel consistency can be the difference between a frustrating failure and the perfect long-lasting set on the very first try. We're testing the entire Neglemakeriet gel system on a real client, and I'll give you my completely honest, no-nonsense review. If you're tired of fighting your materials, this one is for you. Before we even look at the gels, we have to talk about canvas. A long-lasting enhancement isn't about the product on top, it's about the integrity of the bond underneath. And for my client today, who has very sensitive cuticles, this step is even more critical. We cannot afford to be aggressive. So first, we need a clean slate. I'm removing this old set with my e-file. Now a quick professional tip you might find useful. See this black marker line on my bit? This shows the gritness of the bit. Black means very aggressive bit, so it needs proper training and careful consideration. More importantly, it reminds me to use a feather light touch, especially in sensitive areas. Next is cuticle bit. The goal of prep with an e-file is not to dig or scrape, but to gently scratch and texturize the nail plate for maximum adhesion. We're creating microscopic grooves for the product to grip into, not sanding the nail down to a pulp. I see a lot of overfiling happen right here, near the cuticle and the side walls. This is guaranteed way to cause lifting and client discomfort. My rule is this: if you're touching the skin with your file, you're being too aggressive. The e-file is a precision tool, not a bulldozer. For this client, I'm using a medium grit safety bit and focusing solely on the central non-living part of the nail plate, leaving a healthy margin around the edges. Alright, let's look at what we are working with today. Neglemakeriet was very kind to sponsor this video. The packaging immediately gives you that professional, clean, minimalist and functional look. I always appreciate this because it speaks to a brand that focuses on the essentials. Now let's break down the essential prep trial. This is the foundation of everything, guys. Get this wrong and even the best builder gel in the world will fail. First, the dehydrator. Its job is simple but vital, to remove all moisture and any residual oils from the nail plate. Next, the primer. This isn't just a dehydrator, this is a chemical bonding agent. It slightly etches the nail plate on a molecular level and creates a double-sided sticky tape between the natural nail and the product. Some primers are acid-based, some are non-acid. This one is non-acid and it has that classic slightly sharp primer scent. Finally, the base coat. It's a thin layer that adheres to the primed nail and provides a perfect surface for the builder gel to lock onto. The consistency of this one is spot on, not too runny, so it won't flood those sensitive cuticles we just so carefully prepped. They also send a really beautiful range of gels. Look at these shades, from these rich creamy neutrals to the vibrant modern tones. The pigmentation looks incredible, which we'll test later as well. And for finishing, we have a regular top coat for the perfect glossy salon finish and a milky top. And this cleansing liquid for wiping off the sticky inhibition layer after curing. It's a complete cohesive system. Everything is designed to work together, which is a huge advantage, especially if you're building your kit or are frustrated by mixing and matching products from different brands that might not be fully compatible. Alright, let's put this system to the test. I'm following their protocol exactly to give you a true review. So we start with a single swipe of the dehydrator on each nail. You see it evaporates almost instantly. Next, a very careful application of the primer. We avoid the skin, just on the nail plate, and now a thin, even layer of the base coat. Again, the consistency is perfect. It lays down smoothly without running into the sidewalls. We cured this base coat for 60 seconds under my LED lamp. I also tried this base coat on myself, and since you know I have allergies, it was dangerous to do, but I still did it and I did not get any allergies from this base coat. This means that this is a truly non-allergic materials. Now, this is the moment of truth. This is their builder gel. My client has chosen her color and we're going to be applying this using dual forms. Look at this consistency as I place it on the palette. It's thick, it's dense, and it's not dripping or running anywhere. For anyone who is a beginner and is terrified of gels flooding the cuticles with dual forms, this gel is an absolute dream. It has what we call a high thixotropy. It stays put until you manipulate it, and then it holds its shape. This is a game changer for control. So here's the technique with the gel like this. Because it's so controlled, you don't need to rush. You can take your time to place a sufficient bit in the form, focusing on building your apex. That's the stress point of the nail, around the junction between the free edge and the nail bed. Because this is a harder, more structured gel, you must be mindful of the application near the cuticle. If you place it too thick, right at the cuticle line, you create a ledge. That ledge is a prime spot for lifting because it creates leverage. And it can also lead to a poor cure because the light can penetrate the thick, opaque amount of product. The goal is a smooth, gradual transition from the natural nail to the extension. The curing time is 1 minute under the standard LED lamp, and true to their word, once cured, the dual form pops right off with a gentle twisting motion. And look at that! A clean, perfectly formed extension, no cleaning up the sides, no dinging out uncured gel from the cuticles. The form released cleanly because the gel held its boundary. This is the result of a perfect partnership between Meticulous prep and a product that behaves predictably. Now we're at the filing and shaping stage. Here's where you really feel the quality of the product. Because this is a harder gel, it does require a bit more initial effort to file than a soft soak-off gel. I would definitely recommend starting with a 150 grit file to shape it efficiently and reduce the bulk. Trying to use it wimply, fine grit first, will just frustrate you. But you know what? I actually love this. It files down smoothly, it doesn't get gummy or clog the file, it creates a fine powdery dust. You can really feel that it's durable and a high quality product. It doesn't feel brittle, it feels strong. Once the shape is established with a 150 grit, you can move seamlessly to 180 grit for refining, and then a buffer or a 240 grit file for final smoothness before the top coat. This is the kind of gel that will wear like iron for your clients. It's designed for durability, which is exactly what you want for a natural nail extension. My client wanted a bit of sparkle, so we're adding a coat of this gorgeous glitter polish that I had from before. The pigmentation is excellent, of course. One coat was almost opaque. We seal everything with their shiny top coat. And look at that shine, just stunning. A flawless professional finish. So my final honest professional opinion, I'm genuinely impressed with the Neglemakeriet. It's a cohesive, well thought out ecosystem. The builder gel in particular is a standout for extensions, especially for artists who are perfecting their dual form technique or for anyone who has struggled with runny products. Its non-runny nature provides a level of forgiveness and control that is invaluable. Now, would I use this specific thick builder gel for a free form sculpting on a paper form? Probably. For that advanced technique, I personally prefer a slightly more softer gel that I can manipulate for longer. But for the purpose of dual forms, it is a definite 10 out of 10. It does the job perfectly, files like a dream, and the finished result is incredibly strong and beautiful. So the consistency of your builder gel is not a minor detail. It's a primary factor of your success with dual forms. Choosing a product that holds its line can eliminate the most common application errors and elevate your work from amateur to professional overnight. I'd love to know, guys, what's the trickiest part for you when working with dual forms? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and your challenges often become the inspiration for future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.